80% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20%.
Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review Fast 5. This is a 2011 film that is obviously in the Fast and Furious franchise. It is once again directed by Justin Lin. And the plot is, you see at the very beginning when Dominic Toretto, Vin Diesel, was being carted away to prison, Brian and Mia, they just could not hold back. They had to get in there, break him out, and now they're all fugitives. Now they're all on the run, and they're still doing little jobs to get by, to get money that they can, until they come across this one job that could change their lives. It's a game changer. They can go off in the sunset, collect as much money as they need to be okay, but this is a big job. So they're gonna need a group, a team of past players, past friends to do this gig. Now, what I think of Fast 5 is, I love this movie. Holy shit. Like, I have been reviewing and rewatching the Fast and Furious franchise, and I said in my review for the first movie that that's my favorite one in the franchise. And in some ways, in a lot of ways, it still is. But rewatching Fast 5, I almost forget just how fucking awesome this movie is. How much fun it is, how much action-packed it is, and just how great these characters are. Fuck. If this isn't my favorite, it's a damn close second, or it's almost a dead tie, a dead heat with the first film. Just for different reasons, though. Seeing these characters, Dominic, Brian, and Mia, at the point that they are now in their lives, and them all being on the run, and even the fact that Mia now is pregnant, you feel like you've been following these characters for so long and growing with them, and you even see them come into contact with Vincent, the character from the first movie who was Vin Diesel's good friend and didn't like Paul Walker. Seeing him back here was great. I like that nod. Some of the best parts of this movie comes from the team. When they figure out and realize that they're gonna rob this big high-profile gangster in Rio and that they need a team, they bring in Tyrese Roman Pierce from the second movie. They finally acknowledge the second movie with Tyrese, and he's hilarious. Tyrese, as funny as he was in that second movie, he's like 10 times funnier here, just bouncing off of all the characters, and just, he's so charismatic. He's so just quick with his comedic timing, even better than before. Ludacris is back, shorter hair, but I like how they turned his character more into the tech guy. It makes sense. He fills that role almost perfectly. Han is here. He had a small part in the last movie, but to see him as a full-fledged character back after that third film, which you almost go like, wait a minute, how is that possible? In the third movie, spoiler alert, Han dies, and it's really bad, but you not too long before you realize that these movies, 4 and now 5, are prequels to Tokyo Drift. It's almost like, well, do we want to just disregard Tokyo Drift, or are we doing that because we have some plan with it? Either way, it was great to see the character Han back, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, no, but she's back here, and I like her. I like her here even more than I did in the last movie, because she's her own character, showing up in the motorcycle and just being capable, badass. The action in this movie, holy crap, not just the beginning, the whole train sequence is fucking awesome. It's amazing. Great way to start the movie. The scene where Paul Walker and Vin Diesel go off of the hill and they're on top of the car, and just so great. So fun. But we get introduced to Agent Hobbs, who is played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and just him as a character is so in your face, so straightforward, so I don't give a fuck what's going on here, even when one of the characters, Elena, is trying to say, well, this doesn't make any sense. Look at their files. Look at how Dominic goes about his issues. And The Rock's like, I don't give a shit. I'm going after this guy. His name is on my list, and I am here to do that job. So huge and bulking and sculpted, and you wonder how the hell did he get like that, but you almost don't care because he brings that presence. This film is the unrated extended cut. I don't know exactly how much different it is from the theatrical because it's always the one that I go to rewatch now, but it feels like they must have added some really intense moments of like when they have shootouts with these refugees in the town, in the area, especially one scene where they get ambushed and you're seeing men getting shot up, and it's brutal. I feel like it's like the brutalest Fast and Furious movie that we've ever seen before. But the fact that this plot is no longer about street racing. In fact, there's a scene where they're like, oh, we need cars. And they go off to challenge somebody for their car. And it's this whole big build up of Vin Diesel, Paul Walker saying, wow, we're back. We're going to be back in the game. And cut to them winning, them bringing the car back to their place. And it's like, you're not even going to show us the racing? That could be my one nitpick, my one slight complaint, but it's not really because the rest of the movie makes up for it. And that was told in a jokey way. And this franchise, in a lot of ways, I have to admit, as much as I love the street racing that goes on in these movies, the series had to evolve. It had to turn into something to make it interesting, to make it bigger, to make it better. And that's what this movie is. It's a heist movie. First of all, the scene where The Rock fights Vin Diesel, that fight is amazing. It's one of the greatest fights in action movie history ever. It's the two of them going mano-a-mano, not backing down, no one's giving up anything, and it's just two bulls breaking through walls and just beating the holy fuck out of each other. I love it! I can watch that fight over and over again and never get sick of it. I love how it plays out. But the end, where they steal the safe, and Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are driving through the streets of Rio, which Rio is shot beautifully in this movie, by the way. But them with the safe, going through the streets and just tearing shit up, tearing up cars and cop cars and buildings, and it's chaos. Chaos galore. I almost want to go against myself and argue with myself that this is better than the first, but I go back and forth between these two. That's how fucking good this movie is. And it's the 5th installment of the series. How many times can you say that? So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Fast 5? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is it your favorite in the series? Most likely it is. So if it is, what's your favorite part of the movie? That's a better question. What's your favorite part, your favorite character, whatever, of this film? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!